Namaskar. Welcome to an amazing topic today because today I'm going to talk about something which will build your business and which will build your company, your corporation, your environment in which you work to another level. Because today we're going to talk about leadership. How do you become the kind of leader you admire? How do you become the kind of leader which inspires people? And how do you become a kind of leader which makes everything looks very easy? You know, a leader which everybody trusts, a leader everybody can rely on, and a leader which can actually guide you even when the things are not going right. Somebody more like a friend, philosopher, and guide, and a counselor, a coach, a mentor. How do you become a powerful combination of all these things and more is the discussion topic for today. So, everybody get ready because this, I believe, is something which is required by each and every one of us. Each and every one of us. So, if you are focused, if you are working on it, you suddenly realize that your numbers, your goals, your profits, your revenues, everything changes and everything evolves and reaches you to the next level. So let's talk about leadership. But before we dive deep into leadership and understand the essential elements of becoming the leader you admire or you would admire, we will quickly do a round of introduction because I know many of you and I don't know many of you who are present today. So what I would want you to do is that I want you to quickly go to the chat window and type out a couple of things for me. Not much, just your basic introduction. Give me your name, the city you're from, and the business you do. So when I talk to you, I know whom I'm speaking to, whom I'm addressing, where they're coming from. And also I know what kind of business they're into. So everybody hit the chat window right now. Go to the comment section, go to the chat section and type out your introduction. And request is, please don't put it one by one because it's very difficult to tally. Put in one single message. These three things in one single message. Your name, the city you're from, and the business you do. Everything in one single message so I get to know very, very quickly. Speed of light. Everybody, speed of light. Fast, 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 fast. Let me quickly know these few details about you. The city you're from, the business you do, and of course, starting with your name. So go ahead, everybody. Your name, the city you're from, and the business you do. Go quickly, hit the chat window. Let me know. Let me know. Introduce yourself. And while you're introducing, some people are joined in new. So let me just quickly share with you guys, if you're logged in right now. Right now, we're going to talk about one of the most essential elements of being successful. Rather, being a leader who can run a successful business. And my focus is to teach you some essential skills, which in a day-to-day running around, trying to do so many things, wearing so many hats. And I know you do that. And that's why I say you are not businessman, you're Superman. Right? I mean, that's not a good thing, okay? Being a businessman is a good thing, being a Superman is not. So you're running helter-skelter, trying to solve so many problems. And in doing all these things, sometimes you forget that you need to lead your people as well. You need to be known as a leader. In fact, you should inspire your clients as well and inspire them to do more by seeing you, by meeting you, by interacting with you. Even they should get inspired that we need to do better. And this is a person who, whenever he interacts with us, teaches us something new, gives us the right guidance, gives us the right inspiration of doing more. So you could be that inspiration for people. And of course, you lead your team because I always say, team is together, each achieves more. But the glue in holding people together is you, who is the leader. Together, each achieves more. Full form of team, TEAM. But you are the glue. Just by saying this, it will not work. You have to become the leader, then team achieves more. That's the game point. Of course, everybody has to come together and all that stuff. But a leader is the most important element of growth and success. And you have seen across the world, there have been political leaders, they've led revolutions, they changed the world, there have been business leaders, industrial leaders, social leaders, and these are the people who inspire millions of others to do the things which will bring in a change. Like we have Mahatma Gandhi, we have Sadhguru in today's time. People are inspiring people to do much more. Nelson Mandela, and there's so many more who inspired in different ways, right? Business owners like Bill Gates have inspired so many businesses do better, their teams perform better. Larry Page, Google, so many companies. Okay, so let's talk about those kind of leaders and how do you become that kind of leader and get the results from you and your team. So quickly, everybody, write down your introduction. If you have not done so far, that's the time. In one single message, send me your name, the city you're from, and the business you do so that you don't miss even one person's introduction. So everybody, please do that for me. So I can always see national integration happening. People have come from all part of the country, starting from Tamil Nadu, from Kerala, from Karnataka, from Andhra, from Maharashtra, from MP. I've got from people from UP, from West Bengal, from the amazing Seven Sisters, the Northeast. You know, we've got people from North India, we've got from Bihar, we've got from Jharkhand, we've got Punjab, Haryana, we've got J&K, and I love J&K, one of the most beautiful places in the world. We've got people from Gujarat. So many of you are Gujarat. Gujaratis settle in Gujarat and settle all over the world. Gujarat is a global country, okay? You find everywhere. All right, so lovely people from Gujarat. Welcome to all of you. Jaipur, Chhattisgarh, so many different cities and states. Lovely. It's absolutely lovely to host all of you today. And it's absolutely amazing to be able to spend this time with you and help you and guide you in becoming the best leader you can be and learning the essential elements or the attributes of leadership. So everybody get ready. Pull out your pen and paper, because if you don't write, you'll not remember. Correct? Isn't that true? So you need to write. Only when you write, you remember. You don't write, well, you don't remember. So everybody very quickly into the chat window, type down your introduction, your name, the city you're from, and the business you do, and get ready for this amazing session starting now. All right. So one of the most important or essential element for being successful in life and in business is, or rather leading a successful life, is leadership. Now, when we talk about leadership, in most cases, the first image you draw in your mind is some political leader, some military leader. But the reality is, leadership is required in everyday life, in every aspect of life, be it business, sports, government, industry. It applies to every area, and every area requires leadership to shape it into the best possible form. Now, the reason why we are having this discussion today is because business owners are also huge leaders, or they should be huge leaders in their environments and in their organization. But what I truly see in majority of the cases, a lot of business owners keep struggling with people or process or strategy, and that's a big reason why they're never able to focus on building leadership skills or working on their leadership skills. So today, I will decode leadership, okay, in the most simple format in 4 steps. Okay, decoding leadership, what makes you a leader? And if you follow that, you don't have to be born leader. You can build yourself as a leader. Okay, and if you follow that, suddenly you'll find you've got many more people looking up to you than they were ever before. It could drastically change your results, your business, your profitability, your revenue. Everything can change when people start looking at you as a leader, which they were not doing earlier. So let's write down what are the attributes of leadership that as a business owner we must exhibit or build in us to be successful in running our organization. Let's dive in. Write down attribute number 1, professional competence. Well, the first and probably the most cardinal element that is required for anybody to lead is to have professional competence. Now, nobody likes to be led by somebody who's incompetent, right? Now, many of us in our journey, in our lives, have experienced how difficult it is to be led by somebody who is professionally incompetent. Usko pata hi nahi hai, usko kya pata nahi, right? Now, I want you to understand, when I talk about professional competence, it does not mean that as a business leader or as a business owner, you must master all the areas. You become the best in all the areas. No. What it means is that you need to be professional competent means as a business owner which understands about everything is not a master necessarily. It's about knowing everything and not doing everything. Probably somebody else will do it, but understanding your basic understanding around your business domain and around your business functions is essential for you to grow and essential for people to be led by you. So professional competence, like for example, in business function areas, let me say, knowing how to design an effective business model, uh, finding out new product and services which can serve the customer's need better, or competence in building the people and making them more efficient. Now, if you don't have professional competence as a business owner, you don't have the grip around your industry, you don't have a grip around the 8 pillars of business, then your journey gets stagnated and running business will also become difficult, because then people don't look at you as a leader and they don't follow you. So you need to, again, I'm saying you need not become a master of everything, but your understanding around all the business functions and your domain function need to be clear. So suppose you're running a hospital, right? You need to understand about medicine and medical science. Also, you need to learn about marketing, sales, running the operations, creating the business model, getting people together, building the team, building an organization, setting up a culture, doing R&D, finding new solutions, finding new options, building your offerings to the customer. There's so many things you need to do. Holding the people together, providing them right environment, giving them the right incentive, bonuses, salary structures, appraisals, long-term incentive plans. There's so much which a business owner must understand and must learn. Now, I am not saying that you should be born with this. पता होना चाहिए. नहीं, मुझे भी नहीं पता था. But you can learn. I have acquired it over the years, learning from different sources, different people, different leaders, mentors, coaches, and the list can go on and on and on. But the idea is you must acquire personal competence, okay, in all these areas and more over a period of time. You get trained, you get coached, you get mentored, you learn from different people and sources. But if you want to be a successful leader, you need to be professionally competent. Otherwise, people will not follow you. Now, I want you to think about in your surrounding, there are two divisions: professional competence in terms of your domain and professional competence in terms of the business functions. Business functions are marketing, sales, operations, R&D, legal, accounts, right? Your management principles, all these things are professional competence in terms of business functions. Then professional competence in terms of your industry, understanding your industry, your material, your process of creation, the product and services, your deliveries, and understanding all that. So which of these areas you as a business owner can decide today that you have to work on? Take some time. Write down which amongst these areas you think are desiring of more learning and better learning. Take a few minutes and take a pen and paper and just put the topics. Don't go into detail, okay? Don't go into detail. Put basic topics, basic headings, that this area, this area, this area, this area, this area, I must learn. And once you learn, boom, you're ready. So I'm going to give you a minute. Quickly write down which all areas you need to build your professional competence in domain or in business functions. Go take that minute right now. Go. And remember, whatever you write, it's your goal for your life. Whatever you write becomes a mission for you to drive. So don't underestimate this exercise. This is very powerful. Keep writing, keep listening to me and keep writing. Okay? Write down in your domain area which all things you're lacking. In your business area, what all things you don't know. Which if you know, you can lead better, guide better. Write down. Write down. Write down in your business functions area. What are things which are lacking, which you need to learn, which you learn to acquire? What in marketing, what in sales, what in operations, what in R&D, what in account MIS, what in HR, what in legal, what's missing, what's in management, putting strategies, what's missing, which areas you need to learn. And it's okay, you don't have to learn tomorrow. You can learn in 3 months, 6 months, no problem. But at least you know these are the areas of improvement. So one day, not today, maybe over a period of 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, you will get there. And then you will see the results you get as a leader. Leadership is not in a day. Rome was not built in a day. It takes time. But putting time where, putting energy where, putting money where, that you should be clear about. Otherwise, you try to do 100 things and nothing work out. So this is what will make you professionally competent, and this is what will make you get results. All right? So that's number one. Let's write down number two. building people, and resource management. Now, I believe the second most essential element when it comes to becoming a good and effective leader is to build people and manage resources. Not the other way around. Not manage people and build resources. Build people and manage resources. So if you look at any business and break it down to the root, it's bunch of people working together for a mission and a vision. I repeat, any business, break it down to the root. It's a bunch of people working together for a mission and a vision. उतना ही तो है. So fundamentally, if anybody looks at any business growth or becoming a leader, you must acquire the skill and the knowledge to build people effectively. And something which, in my experience, I have seen work miraculously is genuinely caring about people who are working for you. Keeping aside all the strategy and tactics which is taught in all these big institutes in the world, with management people develop, I think a leader, most importantly, must take an effort to know the people you want to lead, know what they want, know how to get them what they want, and support them to get there. Guide them, train them, mentor them, coach them, give them feedback, build competence. And then at the end, you will get there where you want to be. That's the game plan. You build people, people will internally build your company and business. Now, you can't build people whom you don't know. You don't know what they want, you don't know where they want to go, because where will you direct them? How will you align their goals with your goals? So you cannot lead people and you cannot build people whom you don't know. So find out. So essential piece of leadership requires building your people, right? And that starts from adding value in their lives, whether professional or personal. People will submit to you, follow you when they know that you are adding value in their life. So you must focus as an organization how genuinely you understand people that are working for you, and number two, what you can do to add value in their lives, either professionally or personally or both ways. And suddenly you understand that people have suddenly started submitting to you. Now, because, and you need to understand this, a lot of business owners come and ask how to get loyalty of my people. My people are not loyal, they don't listen to me. We get people and they leave. How do you get to people to stay for a decent period of time with you? Well, answer to that question is the same thing. You have to understand loyalty is a two-way street. Means you have to exhibit loyalty and you need to earn their loyalty. It's like a bank transaction. You cannot withdraw unless there's a balance. So that means if you're not consistently working on helping your people genuinely to grow, humanly trying to understand them and help them, you will never be able to attract loyalty or commitment. Loyalty and commitment comes when they know you care for them, their dreams, their aspiration, and you're supporting to grow and build them. So I want you to take again a minute and write down what are the areas you would like to work upon to improve your people building skill. And the first thing could be, I will start talking to them, asking them what they want, being open to them, being vulnerable in front of them, right? Trying to understand team members better, helping them, guiding them, devoting some time to talk to them, right? How they can become more competent, giving them constructive feedback, not just criticism, in order to help them professionally, make them feel that your presence is adding a value in their life, understanding their family life, understanding the challenges they're going through. Right? Maybe you're not able to solve all the problems, but sometimes ear to listen is a big thing for people at different times, at different stages of life. So take a minute and write down what all things you will do from today to build your people, both professionally and personally. Write down few action steps. ये करूंगा, like आधा घंटा बिताऊंगा हफ्ते में. That could be one action step, right? या पूछूंगा उनसे कि क्या चाहिए और सोचूंगा कि कैसे हेल्प कर सकता हूँ. I will make a plan for them. That could be a second step. Think about few basic steps. You don't have to go to Harvard to learn this. Few basic steps which can help you to understand them better, to support them better, to serve them better. And yes, you serve them. Yes, you serve them. It's called servant leadership. And if you understand that you're here to serve your team, oh, you will be the most superstar. You are here to serve the team. Your purpose here is to serve them, to build them, to coach them, to mentor them and grow them. That's your purpose, not to get work done from them. Work will happen automatically after that. Everybody wants to work, everybody wants to go. But if you take a hat of a servant leader, see, magic happens in your life. And it has to be genuine. It cannot be fake. See, people understand fake. So write down, and as I'm talking, keep writing down. What are the few action steps you'll take to make your team more professionally competent and more personally competent? Quickly, speed of light, everybody. Speed of light, speed of light. While you're writing down, let me start telling you number three. Number three attribute is being disciplined. Now, this is where most of us, especially Indians, face a big challenge. We are not good at being disciplined. The virtue of a great leader is they don't demand discipline, rather than showcase their discipline in their words and action. Right? In other words, you cannot preach what you don't practice. Please be very clear about it. So in a business environment, so many of us come with challenge of people not being disciplined, client not being disciplined, mentor not being disciplined. What I have to really understand is the thing begins from you, which means you start showcasing your discipline to employees, being on time, being productive, then pass on this character to your people. Similarly, serving your clients properly, providing them the timely whatever you have assured them of, giving them the appropriate value against the money they paid, right? And paying and dealing with your vendors timely, supporting them with all these things. If you act in discipline, they will reciprocate it back for you. When they see they bother for you and you are disciplined in your dealings, they will be disciplined in their dealings. It's a simple philosophy. You reap what you sow. At this case, discipline is showcased, number one, by being authentic. Number two, by being truthful. That is also discipline. Being authentic is a discipline. हर बार authentic बात करता है. Being truthful, being punctual, being integral. गलती हुई तो हाथ जोड़ के माफी मांग ली. भाई मेरे से गलती, मैं what can I do to cover it up? To make sure that it gets covered in your mind. Not cover it up, not hide it. What can I do? Make it up, not cover it up. Make it up. Right? Being integral. Once you do this, no longer you will need to demand discipline. People will follow. So I want to take a minute again, and I want to write down what are the areas that you want to work for you being more disciplined. And the buck starts at you, right? Being authentic, write down. Where all you need to be authentic. Being truthful, which all aspects you need to. There's one or two aspects, everything right down. Being punctual, where all you need to be punctual. In replying to mail, phones, messages, reaching on time, doing things on time. I don't know. Your life, where you need to be punctual. Having integrity. Okay? Where you need to be integral. Write down. Few things each area. That's discipline. And once you start doing that, you reach discipline. Discipline leads you to discipline. And it's a way of life after all, after a point, right? It's not that you're doing it additionally. I mean, ऐसा ही है. जो चाहिए वो करेंगे, वो मिलेगा. You reap what you sow. तो सही सो करो, सही reap करोगे. गलत सो करो, गलत reap करोगे. If you think that, if you understand that, it is not additional and it is not a pressure. While you're writing, continue writing that, and I'm going to tell you the next one is ability to take decisions. Oh my God. It's another critical area where most people struggle. Let's understand what is decision making. Decision making means ability to make up one's mind about something. Right? Now you have to understand that a delayed decision or a no decision zone does more damages and cost more money than a wrong decision. Because if you made a wrong decision, you can take ownership and you and your people can work on it and improve it and change it and fix it. But something which has not been decided only, it can't be even fixed. Do you know the amount of money gets wasted because people can't make up their mind? Number of files lying in government offices, project not being approved on time, leads to increased project cost, increased production cost, increased manpower cost, reduced results, reduced profitability, increase in resource cost. So as a business owner, you have to understand it is super critical for you if you want to be profitable and scalable business, that you need to make up your mind on things, on different aspects of building and growing your business. Take ownership. Don't try to pass the monkey. ये हो जाएगा तब करेंगे. या ये आदमी करेगा. Simply waiting for the best time. Just start taking decision by yourself and pushing things through. And if something goes wrong, you can correct it. किसी को मुकम्मल जहां नहीं मिलता, किसी को जमीन, किसी को आसमान नहीं मिलता. जो मिलता है उसमें काम करना है. Now you have to also understand why people don't take decisions. The biggest reason people don't take decisions because they don't have confidence. And the lack of confidence comes from lack of professional competence. अगर competent हो तो confidence हो, और confident हो तो कर लोगे. So to understand, you have to learn, you have to grow yourself. There's no doubt about that, and that will help you to become a better decision maker also. But also, some people who are competent also are poor decision makers because they made that the habit. करते हैं, सोचते हैं, समझते हैं. कितना सोचोगे राजा? So to understand one simple concept that will take you far, far ahead of personal business life is fail fast, fail differently. Don't wait to pass. You want to make a fool of yourself? Make it quickly. So next time you're better. किसके लिए wait कर रहे हो? Now, if you have this attitude and this attribute, it becomes very critical in your journey of becoming an effective leader. And in business environment, as an owner and promoter, we'll be always thrown into situations where we will have to make quick decisions. Recruiting somebody, removing somebody, doing a collaboration, hundreds of things. And they come suddenly. Taking some consultation, taking some advice, expanding something, launching something, new product, new services. Your role is to take a bunch of decisions faster. And you need to understand, you need to make up your mind very quickly. And every decision which you don't take will hurt you in time and money both, and hurt you more than a wrong decision. Please understand this. A delayed decision or a no decision will hurt you much more in time and money than a wrong decision ever would. Make it a habit. Understand, think, go. Don't. हम लोग अगर understand, think, and then think, and think. Understand, think, and do it. So now I would like you to take a minute and write down what are the aspects of decision making where you lack, which kind of decision you don't take, and what can you change about that from today. So now you've understood it is damaging your growth, profitability, business, revenue, everything. So go, pull out the pen and paper and write down what are the aspects of decision making that you are willing to improve, which you know will give you better results in your life. Go write down. Write down. Take a minute. Either area as it can be, right? Any areas of business, personal life also included, right? Launch decisions, marketing decisions, hiring decisions, firing decisions, deciding where all you don't decide fast, which is causing you hurt in terms of your business health. Your growth is getting delayed and delayed and delayed. Which are such areas? Write down. And while you're writing down, let me tell you, these 4 fundamental attributes every business owner must possess in order to become better leader and achieve higher success. And I hope you found this training useful, right? So I'm going to do a quick revision. By the time you're writing about it, I'm going to do a quick revision where I'm going to tell you all the 4 critical elements or the fundamental attributes of becoming a great leader. Number 1, professional competency. Become more competent in the business domain area and the business function areas. And as you become more competent, more people will be able to follow you as a leader. Nobody likes to follow somebody who's incompetent. Now, you were to write down which all areas you need to build your competence in. Number 2, building people and managing resources, not the other way around. So how do you build people, right? This is a make or break. Fundamentally understanding them, their requirement, their dreams, their goals, their aspiration, aligning them with the company goal, helping them, supporting them to achieve those goals, and building them personally and professionally, being a mentor, coach, and guide to them will help them to respect you, submit to you, and then eventually follow you, and will increase your people's stay time with you. Also, the kind of work they do, they will think and they are doing for themselves, and suddenly you'll find a much better results coming out. Number 3, being disciplined, and that's a big challenge in Indian people. Okay, and being disciplined in all areas. You cannot preach what you don't practice, right? So making sure your timeliness, making sure you're being authentic, being truthful, being punctual, being integral, be having an integrity. All these things are required, and you write down which all area I need to improve. And number 4, ability to take a decision quickly. Okay, do the due diligence, but jump on it, because once the due diligence does not take more than a day, right? Beyond that, we just dilly-dallying. And dilly-dallying, as I said, a no decision or a delayed decision harms you in terms of money, growth, everything, much more than a wrong decision. Now, wrong decision can be fixed, but a no decision cannot be fixed also, right? So it is the worst thing which can happen to a business owner. And as a business owner, every day you need to take a decision, bunch of them. So take them fast, and if it has to go wrong, then go wrong quickly so you can improve on it. Fail fast, fail differently. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Please go to the chat window and type out what was the best element of the training for you today. What did you like the best for yourself? Everybody, go to the chat window and type out. What was the best learning for you today? तुम्हें सबसे अच्छा क्या लगा? Into the chat window, everybody. Go write down what did you like the best in the training, and what are the few things which you will decided you will do it, action steps, right? So that we get to know, and if you need to change something, we'll let you know that. Okay, so go ahead quickly, everybody. Write down what was the best thing you liked for yourself. What is the wow learning or the popcorn learning? Popcorn hota na? Popcorn learning for the day, or the wow learning for the day, and which among these you will apply certainly in your life and business, which you can see will give you results. Quickly into the chat window. Everybody, if you type, that means you're committing to universe, you will do it. If you don't type, then you're taking it lightly, guys. Don't take it lightly. So hit the chat window, type. Typing is commitment to yourself. That will help you take the leap to the next level. Everybody, hit the chat window quickly with the speed of light. Let me see that. Boom, 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 boom. People, come on. Write down what did you like the most, and what is one action you will take. Go ahead, write down in the chat window. And I am so happy that all of you are here. I was happy that I'm able to serve you and guide you and coach you. Thank you very much. But please don't leave without putting in the chat window what did you learn the most, and how do you see it impacting your life? What is the decision you have taken today to change and implement in life? Everybody go do that, and I'm going to see you very, very soon. In the chat window, guys, in the chat window, everybody, go write down in the chat window what was the best learning for today, and what you would want to do in your life, change your life, which can actually give you results. Go hit the chat window. As I said, I'm going to see you.